I'm Diane Wing, founder of Wing Academy of Unfoldment, and today we're going to talk about mystical philosophy. Mystical philosophy is the interconnected nature of all things. Nothing occurs by itself. Everything is related to one another and builds on one another. There are layers to mystical practices just as there are layers to the self. Open to the mystical philosophy as a new way of viewing the world. It allows the practitioner to peek behind the veil of the mundane to glimpse the world and its essence in profound ways that alter your sense of reality. This introduction provides various perspectives on mysticism and the ways in which the mystical arts are meant to be used. In discussing this topic, the term occult sometimes enters. This is simply a way of describing that which is hidden from normal perception, the hidden nature of things, and the practices that allow a glimpse behind the veil, such as tarot, astrology, and other divination methods. Nothing happens without connection to the divine, hence the term divination when using these mystical tools. Defining mysticism is important to understand the purpose of what you're learning and what you're working toward. Evelyn Underhill, a mystic writing in the early 20th century, defines mysticism as the art of union with reality. Gilbert, writing around the same period, says that a mystic is seeking to unite his whole soul with the divine. In general, the practice and goal is union with the divine. It's possible to walk with spirit on a continuous daily basis and see the patterns and messages being shown to you. This goal is what the work is about and doesn't happen overnight. You are on the path of being a vessel for the divine and to shine the light for others. The mystical is that which is underlying the physical world. Mystical arts seek to attain hidden knowledge and use it to produce desired effects, whether within the practitioner or external to her. The mystic attempts to understand the mechanisms of the relationship between humankind and the divine nature, connect with spirit, and uses correspondences to bring forth and connect with certain energies. Mysticism is a term used to describe esoteric practices, including but not limited to magic, alchemy, extrasensory perception, astrology, spiritualism, and divination. These practices originated back into antiquity, originating in the Eastern Mediterranean area during the first few centuries AD, and may be described as the Western esoteric tradition. Religious and mystical ideas from Gnosticism, Hermetic treatises on alchemy and magic, and the Kabbalah have contributed to these practices. One component is incense, which is used as part of many religious rituals and was even a gift to baby Jesus from the 3 wise men. Mysticism or occultism is the study of the inner nature of things as opposed to the outer characteristics that are studied by science. Part of the inner nature is associated with the term will, to understand the part we play in connecting to divine nature. Science studies the external nature of things, while occultism looks to understand the thing in and of itself. To do this, we develop direct perceptual awareness, known as mysticism. Scientists consider this method unscientific, since it does not use the scientific method of observation and experimentation to obtain facts. Measuring an internal experience is highly difficult, since we can only measure an action using the tools currently available to us. The individual brings myriad variables that cannot fully be accounted for, so each person's experience is different. For this reason, the courses at Wing Academy seek to help students develop a personal connection with the divine through methods that speak to the individual's nature. There is no standard blueprint to achieve this goal. Through studying various methods and sensing what feels right to you, will identify your unique way of perceiving and connecting with the world around you while getting a deep understanding of yourself. Mysticism teaches that our mental picture of the universe eventually manifests and that we can change our reality by envisioning and understanding the emotions resulting from that vision. We process everything through our own beliefs and experiences, so it's important to understand what influences and motivates us. This part of self awareness is crucial to the practice of mysticism. It's the great work of the self.
Essentially, there are three components to mystical or occult philosophy: know yourself, develop a will, and connect to divine will. Knowing the self is the first step of the journey. I'm not talking about what kind of ice cream you like or your personal habits. It's about digging deep and understanding your true nature, the essence of your being, what drives you, and what you're here to learn. This is part of cultivating your unique way of connecting and getting information from the divine and the world around you. Your choice and resonance with certain mystical tools assist in self-knowledge. They reflect who you are at this point in time. The process of self-awareness is dynamic, evolving as you grow and learn. That which is within is what is manifested outwardly. If your core is chaotic, then your life is in disarray and discordant. If you are centered and peaceful, your life has a sense of harmony, flow, and purpose. Part of your mystical power is that of connecting to the divine will and hearing the messages that guide you toward a higher purpose. The other is to connect to personal will and know that your choices matter. It's the part of yourself that takes divine guidance and applies fortitude and determination to stay on the path of manifesting the divine will. They propel you toward a future of your own creation. When you co-create with divine will, the results are harmonious with what is truly for your highest good. If you use only personal will, what manifests may not be what you thought you wanted. The phrase, "be careful what you wish for," is what we're talking about. We imagine from a place of ego that getting the promotion or having a lot of money will get us what we truly want, only to find that the same underlying problems are there, and some are even exacerbated. The path of the mystic varies depending on the individual. Many advanced practitioners report a sense of dying and being reborn, seeing light, experiencing union, and total liberation. Some detach from the world in order to take the path of non-attachment to the material, working in high service to others and letting go of ego to strip away that which is not divine. Those who achieve a higher sensibility and vibrational frequency tend to have an uplifting effect on others. Denouncing all of your comforts is not an essential action. We do, after all, live in the physical realm. The physical realm experience is part of the soul's learning process. I believe that everything is an expression of the divine nature. You'll have to determine what you believe for yourself. This is part of the path of knowing yourself. The purpose is to understand the relationship between humankind and the divine nature, and how the divine expresses physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Connecting to the divine may include correspondences used in magical operations designed with certain energies in mind that align with the practitioner's intent. These can be planetary, herbal, scent, color, and mineral. The practices, tools, and methods of this path ideally result in discovering one's purpose and deepening your inner life to bring true self-awareness. This has the effect of strengthening your confidence and making choices that are for your highest good. There is understanding across all realms of the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual realities. Becoming one with the divine serves to create harmony within the self and in your life. Ultimately, you'll be able to see where you are now and what your potential is, while accepting divine guidance to help you reach your goals. The ultimate goal is self-mastery, where you do not need to consult those external to you, since you'll be able to tap into your own intuition. When you master yourself, you master your destiny. It will no longer be a question of prophecy, but rather creative direction. So, spiritual adventurer, I look forward to seeing you in the mystical arts track.